WMTA Australian Muay Thai
He weighed in
Championship.
at 79.15 kilos. He's self-trained and hails from Rockhampton with a fight record of 17 fights, 9 wins, 8 losses and 3 by KO. Kelly Witchard.
And stepping into centre ring here for the explosion at Jupiter's, it's Kelly Witchard for the WMTA Australian Muay Thai title. Oh, it's time for a little bit of carnage in centre ring. Making his way to the squared circle, the current WKBF Australian champion, they call him Carnage, Nathan Corbett. This one here, Hammer, the WMTA Australian Muay Thai Championship on the line. It should be a cracker under modified Thai rules.
Well, under modified Thai rules indeed. No elbows, but knees to the head. And I tell you what, Corbett, you can get his knees right up there and smash him into the face. So keep an eye out for that.
Speaking of smashing, let's go to the most smashing ring announcer in the country, Mr. Andy Raymond.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest for the WMTA Australian Light Heavyweight Muay Thai title, we are scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 79.15 kilos. A resume that reads 17 fights, 8 wins, 3 wins via way of knockout. Make welcome Kelly Witchard. Fighting out of the red corner at 78.7 kilograms from the Bunchu Gym. 10 fights, 9 wins, 7 wins via way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, the current WKBF champion, Nathan Carnage Corbett!
No elbows, yes. Knees to head and body. And listen to my instructions, okay? Touch gloves, back to your corners.
Well, last minute instructions there from referee Ronnie Parr. We're about to get underway for the WMTA Australian Muay Thai Championship. It will be the man they call Carnage, Nathan Corbett, out of the red corner. Now, he's a man, Hammer, who's had 10 fights. 7 have finished by way of the short route. So he's a knockout fighter against the slightly more experienced Kelly Witchard, who's had 17 fights but only 8 wins on his record. More of a journeyman.
It was more of a journeyman, but the knees of Nathan Corbett. He's a very, very well-schooled Thai stylist. Obviously coming out of the Bunchu gym down there in Broadbeach and the Gold Coast. The fighters are always well prepared and always very, very strong.
Comments from the former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion, the Hammer, Mark Castanini, ringside. With myself, Michael Chavello, we're coming to you from Jupiter's on the Gold Coast. Nathan Corbett's been getting a lot of airtime up here in Queensland lately. They're really giving him a big push at the Bunchu gym. And great to see him on this card against Kelly Witchard. Witchard, the height and reach advantage going his way. And the suntan going the way of Nathan Corbett, Hammer.
And also the body oil. That's a nice look.
Those front kicks are just slipping off his chest there. Goes for the grapple, then launches the high right round kick just underneath the armpit of Kelly Witchard.
Actually, interesting, just talking on the liniment that you see Corbett sort of doused down with there. In Thailand, a lot of fighters don't even bother warming up too much. The liniment warms up the muscles that much, and the pre-fight massage they get, it makes your muscles so supple. Obviously with the climate and the heat and the oil, you almost don't need to warm up because your muscles are already nice and loose and burning from that Thai liniment oil, boxing liniment that they put on you.
Oh, you might be the Hammer who wears it around the poolside during summer.
I'll tell you what, Michael. I'll be putting some in your jocks later on just to keep the situation nice and warm.
Looping right hook there from Kelly Witchard. Step up jab was a nice one from Corbett. Witchard just went for a wild right uppercut, then checks the leg kick to the outside left thigh. Nice snaking hook there from Corbett, then wears a right hand to the forearms. Another wild uppercut there from Kelly Witchard, just not finding the target as of yet. Good solid first round this by both men, but more so for Nathan Corbett so far, Hammer.
Well, Corbett is just pacing himself, having a look at Witchard. There you see a
beautiful
nice round kick. He really chopped down on that thigh.
Oh, smacking body shot off the right hand there from Carnage Corbett. Steps up with a knee to the outside left ribs, then ties up the taller Kelly Witchard. They tangle in the centre of the ring. Referee Ronnie Parr keeping a close eye on proceedings, and he separates both men. Ronnie Parr, of course, will have the honours in the corner of the 2-time world champion Daniel Dawson later on, Hammer.
Ronnie Parr, in his own right, a very tough fighter himself.
Big cracking leg kick to the outside left thigh there from Corbett. Snappy jab from Witchard. Corbett goes to the body once more with the short left hand and ties up Witchard against the ropes now. They dance into the red corner, and Ronnie Parr separates both men.
Hands up, hands up.
You see Corbett will try and wear down Witchard and then hit the body make him bend from the midsection to bring his face down, hopefully for a knee up to that head area. That's Corbett's game plan from what I can see. But Witchard is very, very rangy fighter. He's very flat-footed though. He's not moving around too much.
A rear knee there had Witchard all tied up with no place to go from Corbett, and one pass separate both men. Cracking leg kick there from Witchard, just not enough mustard behind it to do any real damage. End of the first round, Hammer.
Well, pretty even up first round. Witchard, as I said, fairly flat-footed, not really moving around too much. And I think Corbett, who we are seeing in the corner there at the moment, is just trying to structure a bit of a game plan. He'll listen to what his trainer's got to say now and hopefully come out in the second.
Left kick, leg here, jab and left, and then tang. Easy, really easy.
Once again, nice left hook there. Finished up with a right closer after that one, but the left hook really powered up. Lucky that Witchard had his guard up highly for that one. See Corbett catching and then chopping down on the supporting thigh. Technically very, very gifted, this young man.
Tang, yep, and then that's it. You punch first, kick left here. Kick more and punch. Not hard, slowly. Okay, relax. Okay, stand up, breathe. Okay, hand up, huh? Stand up. Just one tang enough. Okay. Oh, sorry. Give me water, please. Water.
In the corner there with Callie Witchard, Hammer, he really does need to get a little bit more power behind his salvos in the next round of action to upset Nathan Corbett.
He really does. He really needs to start stepping through. He's got good range with his punching, but he just needs to power up, maybe roll the hip a bit more and put the shoulder into it, and commit a lot more as opposed to his technique. He's very non-committal when he's throwing his punches.
Confidence and smiles in the corner there of Corbett from the Boonchu camp.
They're confident. They always are. Obviously, you have a look at fighters like Wayne Parr and the like. When they step in the centre ring, they've always done their training. They've done the hard yards, and they come in to win. And you've got to really have that belief in yourself when you step into the ring, or else you might as well not even take on the fight.
Referee Ronnie Parr just calling both men into the centre of the ring. We are ready to rumble in round number 2. This one scheduled for 5. The WMTA Australian Muay Thai title on the line. Nathan Corbett out of the red corner and Callie Witchard in the blue corner. If you just joined us, we're coming to you from Jupiter's on the Gold Coast. And don't forget, folks, very shortly we'll be having a very special guest commentator, the one and only legendary Ian Jacobs, will be joining us ringside. And some big news of Ian Jacobs returning to the ring in August, Hammer.
That is certainly going to be big news, and we'll ask Ian a little bit more about that shortly.
Keep working.
Callie Witchard just tying up Corbett and taking him back against the ropes. Corbett just trying to lean back. What's he trying to do with the leverage move there of leaning back on Callie Witchard, Hammer?
Just basically take Witchard's flexibility out of his back and make him a little bit more immobile, I suppose would be the word for it. That's one of the Thai strategies, is to not only use your strength but also your skill and body movement to incapacitate your opponent.
Nathan Corbett so quick to shoot the grapple around the back of the neck. Beautiful leg kick to that lead thigh again. You can see the red and welts on that outside left thigh of Callie Witchard. Witchard trying to line up the good night right hand off the jaw, but just not coming close enough for him.
Well, certainly Witchard.
Oh, beautiful uppercut on that occasion there from Witchard. He caught him. Well, Corbett might have been a bit rattled by that uppercut now. Here comes Callie Witchard. Witchard turning on the pressure, drops one down to the breadbasket. Witchard wears a snappy left hand smack bang on the nose. And Callie Witchard might have tagged Nathan Corbett here in the second round. Corbett ties him up. Gut-munching knees to the midsection there. Witchard takes him back against the ropes, and Ron Parr, I thought he was going to separate both men, but he's allowing them to go for the grapple as long as they keep on working, Hammer.
You have to remember also, Michael, looking at the fighters now, knees do score very highly on the judges' scorecards. They have to score more than punches and more, if effectively, maybe even more than kicks. It depends on how the judges view the knee strikes and to the effectiveness of the fighter's technique. But the knees are very, very critical in the scoring.
Another great fight brought to us by Philip Player and Ray Matsamura, the international sport and entertainment promoters. Nice uppercut off the right there from Witchard again. It's been one of his best weapons so far. Accidental left crossing elbow there from Nathan Corbett. Witchard didn't like that one.
No, Witchard copped that one at the side of the head. Obviously, no elbows in this one. That one slipping to the offside of the ref. So Ronnie Parr was on the opposite side, didn't see that elbow slip in. He doesn't have the advantage of a monitor like us, I
Hammer,
suppose.
when you've got someone tying you up against the ropes and working the knees, what defences can Nathan Corbett use against a taller opponent like Callie Witchard?
He really needs to start chopping down low and go for a systematic breakdown of your opponent. So start chopping at the lower thighs, work to the midsection, and then hopefully bring the head down into kneeing range.
A loose right hand there from Witchard. Thought about the right uppercut. Nice smacking round kick to the outside left rib cage there from Corbett. Turns around Witchard in the blue corner.
That was a solid knee there that caught Witchard from Corbett in the blue corner.
Box.
We are 2.5 minutes down here in the second round of action. A wild looping right hand there came close, but no cigar for Witchard. Corbett drills the knee to the midsection and another one. You can bet that Witchard felt those ones.
You can actually see how Corbett levers around the neck of Witchard and then throws the body forward into the knee. That doubles up on the impact of that knee strike.
Hammer into the second round of action as we go to the towels. How do you see it so far? Well, a little bit better there by Kelly Witchard. He caught him with a nice uppercut.
He did catch Corbett with that uppercut early in the second round, but my scorecard anyway, I've still got Corbett ahead. He's just more effective with the knees and in the grapple, and bar that little incident where he got caught with the uppercut, I think he's been pretty flawless. There it is there. You see Kelly, great technique, good spotting there. He caught the guard wide open of Corbett and then just rolled that uppercut well in underneath. Once again, we see the fighters square up. Kelly just taking that round kick on the arms, on the forearms. And nice snappy jab there coming out from Corbett. There's a big chopping leg kick from Corbett. Really rolls the hip into it. And there's the knees. You see him levering. He's got the body weight. He's got control of his opponent, Corbett. And then he goes to work when he has the gap with the knees to the body.
And these are the beautiful shooters, flirt models. And don't forget to
He's giving you everything he's made up.
in the cigar lounge there. You're invited. And of course,
Give him everything you've got, mate, eh? You're going to hit this, guys. You've got to hold him tight. Because when you got him tight, you got him. Normal water? Huh? Normal water?
We're ready to rumble in the third round of action. This one for the WMTA Australian Muay Thai Championship. Kelly Witchard, as the hammer said, connected with a solid right uppercut in the second round, but didn't do much more after that. And still on the judge's scorecard, or on our unofficial scorecard, you'd have to give it so far to Nathan Corbett. Another gut-munching front kick off the lead thigh there from Corbett, then launches the right knee. Good outside thigh kick there from Kelly Witchard. Corbett moves forward again.
Well, Michael, obviously you're talking about 5 3-minute rounds. We're into the third round now, and you'll start to see the fighters start to wind up a little bit more. Probably Corbett will start to step up a gear now, and hopefully Kelly will go with him. Thai fighters always start the first 2 rounds very, very slowly. You're talking about 5 3-minute rounds with knees and elbows traditionally, and that is a long time to be fighting if you're going to go flat out from the start.
Comments there from the former Australian champion, the Hammer, Mark Castanini, ringside with myself, Michael Chavello. It's Kelly Witchard and Nathan Corbett in centre ring for the WMTA Australian title. Outside thigh kick attempted there by Corbett, then went for the inside thigh kick, winds up the beautiful knee off the left. Short right uppercut was followed by a left knee, then a right knee. Good combination there from Corbett, really working upstairs and downstairs, Hammer.
Well, Corbett certainly honed his skills in the grapple. I'd say probably need to pick up his hand speed a bit, but really Kelly Witchard not troubling Corbett too much at this stage, apart from that uppercut in the second round.
High left knee there, just caught on the forearms from Kelly Witchard. Another one there from Corbett. Corbett's got himself backed against the ropes now. Snappy jab just to get out of the way of trouble.
I'll tell you something, Michael. You see the arms there on left of screen of Kelly Witchard. They're bruised and battered, and that is in fact the technique in itself. Hit your opponent's bicep, tricep. It's actually how my forearm was broken in Thailand. The Thais just kick at your arms. They don't care if you've got your guard up. They'll kick at it until it either breaks or the muscles just become that battered.
You just drop your guard and you're open, right, Hammer?
That your guard comes down, and then they go for the kill from there.
Oh, beautiful catch and sweep there by Kelly Witchard. His best technique of the fight so far. Now, Hammer, Witchard falling down on top of Corbett. Is that allowed?
It's in a dump. In a dump, it is.
Oh, it's an accidental elbow there from Corbett. Corbett's come out smoking. He is irate. Rumpar walks in and gives him a warning. Corbett wound up the big elbow, Hammer.
Well, Corbett wound up the elbow, and a bit of retribution there for the dump that.
I warned him. Okay, it's illegal. I warned him. Okay, hands up. Hands up.
Well, he's got to be careful, Corbett. They could almost get disqualification.
Okay, box.
Well, Corbett's got to be smart. A beautiful looping hook there from Corbett, and he comes in again working the knees. Nathan Corbett is like a house on fire here in this round. Snappy right hand there from Kelly Witchard. Witchard moves forward and ties him up again.
Work.
And Corbett was absolutely irate following that dump from Kelly Witchard earlier on.
Well, it wasn't so much the dump, Michael. It was more that
The fall on top
Witchard
of him.
landed
Yeah.
on his rib cage with his knees.
Hammer, an illegal technique, or can you do that?
Well, in Thailand, when you execute the dump, it is part of the dump to actually land on top of your opponent if they take you down with them.
But we are under modified Thai
Witchard,
rules here at the moment, of course.
well, it's still allowed, but I think Witchard really, there was no need for it because he wasn't on the way down. He was basically, he could have stood there and just waited for Corbett to stand up under his own steam.
Hammer, at the end of that round, this one has now turned into a real do-or-die grudge.
Well, it certainly has, and I'm telling you, Corbett has got to be careful because if he gets a point taken off again for that elbow, it could almost cost him the fight if it goes close. Corbett's still well ahead. He still wants to keep his cool, stick to his game plan and focus on his technique rather than doing any silly stuff. You see Corbett just getting ready to wind up the knees, trying to tie the grapple up, but Witchard, here we see the incident, and you see, he didn't really need to do that. You see Corbett just shake his head at Witchard's tactics there. But it is fighting, it's not tiddlywinks, you know, you're in there to win, and sometimes fighters will resort to odd little tactics along the way.
Tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks, I'm telling you, Mike, it's your favourite game, you should know it well. Anyway, here's the Witchard just chopping in with a leg kick. Corbett was a little bit annoyed with his tactics, was trying to go for the knee to the head, Witchard slipping out of the grapple. And he was thinking about doing the same thing there just to give him a bit of a payback, but decided not to, Corbett.
Okay? Not angry. Soft. Bang, 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 bang. Use the bend mat. Okay? Jab and kick, jab and kick. Close to him, block and use the knee. That's it. Enough. Not angry, huh? Okay? Enough. You want now? Just around 4 now. 4. Okay, stand up. Stand up, please.
Let's see if we can spot that accidental elbow there from Cornette and an absolute rampage, Hammer. Boom, there it is.
Well, it skimmed up the top of the head. No, it wasn't so much accidental as rolling the hip and letting it go.
He had a little bit of a score to settle, didn't he?
Well,
a bit of aggro there from Carnage Corbett.
Well, it's Corbett, lovely fella, but when it comes into the ring, you know, it's all business in there, and both boys want this Australian title.
We're underway in round number 4. The man they call Carnage, Nathan Corbett, against Kelly Witchard for the Australian title on the line. Witchard goes downstairs.
Nice head kick there from Corbett. Corbett now working the body solidly, but Witchard coming back with a nice mighty hand combo of his own.
The right hand and stretches flying off the brow of Nathan Corbett. 20 seconds down in the 4th round, scheduled for 5. Good leg check there of the front kick from Witchard. Corbett just snaps out the jab and the leg kick. Good combination from Corbett, then works up to the ribs. Corbett ties him up, working the knees to the breadbasket, turns him around and goes for the high knee to the side of the head. Again, just catching him on that bicep and really breaking down the arms of Kelly Witchard.
I'll tell you what, Witchard's going to have some trouble lifting his beers tonight after the fight. His biceps are going to be a little bit battered. That's never a problem for you, Michael, of course. Slamming down those beers after a hard-earned shift here commentating.
Outside thigh kick there from Nathan Corbett. Witchard just stood there and take it. Then he took one on the right thigh. Good rod kick there from Witchard. Corbett moves in again, ties him up in the grapple. Witchard just pushes him off. Snappy jab there from Witchard, fell short. Goes for the inside thigh kick. Both men have been favouring the outside thighs throughout the entire fight. Now Witchard might start to go on the inside thighs. The more tender part of the kicking leg there, Hammer, to the inside thigh.
Well, the inside thigh is a very hard area to condition. The outside thigh you can, just through the repetitive striking, your thighs do get harder. But the inside thigh is an area that some fighters actually neglect in their preparation, and it can get very battered if you're fighting, say, a fighter of opposite stance to you.
Couple of poleaxing knees there to the ribs from Nathan Corbett, then ties up Kelly Witchard, trying to work the good night Irene knee to the head, but it just won't come. He can't get it up high enough. A jumping right knee! And a nice dump there from Kelly Witchard, the jumping right knee from Nathan Corbett, Hammer.
Well, Corbett really trying to unload those knees to the head, but Witchard knows that's Corbett's strength, so he's really covering well when it comes into that knee to the face area.
Beautiful knees in this round from Nathan Corbett. He is raking it up on the judges' scorecards. Tags him with the right hand, left knee combination. Witchard has been wobbled here in the 4th round.
Well, Witchard's got to grab Corbett around the waist, drag his waist in so he doesn't give him room to execute those knees to the face. If he drops his hips back, that's going to give Corbett the room to really generate the power and slam a knee to the upper body of the face.
Oh, nice uppercut there off the right hand. Witchard goes down from a leg kick. That one hurt him. He took his legs out from right under him and Witchard went down. Well, Witchard's leg is sore. That reddened red thigh of Kelly Witchard might not be able to hold him up for much longer.
Well, there's a big welt, big lump to the inside knee, right knee of Witchard. We might see if we can get a look at that, but there's an absolute...
Oh, a couple of rib kicks there. Witchard doesn't want to be in it, Hammer. Witchard wants out of there. It's all over. It's good night, Irene. One not too many. Corbett says you've had it, son. And he's rubbing it in on Kelly Witchard. I fear there might be a rematch somewhere down the line, Hammer. This one's not over by a long shot.
Corbett was not happy with the tactics of Witchard dropping that knee to the chest when he was down on the ground. And, calling for an elbow fight maybe next time. But really, Kelly Witchard tonight not really up to Nathan Corbett's speed, stamina and strength.
And another fight for Nathan Corbett ends inside the distance, Hammer.
Well, Corbett is a very, very tough fighter, very powerful. You see him, he gets his knees oh so high. And even if you're taking it on the gloves, the impact still reverberates through your glove and slams into the face and the head area, and that rattles you, I'm telling you. Once again, jumping right knee, didn't really work. Sort of a takedown there from Witchard, but Corbett really dominated this fight all the way.
What a cracker. That makes it 2 from 2 for the Boon Chu Gym. Let's go to ring announcer Andy Raymond.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a brutal contest, the referee stops the bout. Your winner and WMTA Australian Light Heavyweight Champion, Nathan Carnage.